You're listening to the all-new CultureCast, Chicagoland's finest podcast. Ho, ho, ho! Welcome, everyone, to the all-new CultureCast. I'm your host, Nick, and with me is...
the Gorehound.
Hey, Gorehound. Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
We are releasing a very special Christmas-y themed episode. This is dropping on December 25th, 2015. So
if you get a chance to break away from your holiday festivities and want to catch a all-new CultureCast podcast, check us out.
Yes,
as you will.
You already yes. You probably already have if you're actually listening to it. So thank you. Yeah, it's a Christmas miracle. So we have a very special topic. I don't know if it's special, but we have a topic tonight of a newer movie. Not a movie. It's a special. I don't know what it is. A Netflix thing.
Yeah, a Netflix special.
Yeah.
Not a TV special, not a movie, not a short movie. A Netflix special.
Yeah. But before we get to that, let me ask you, Gorehound, since the holidays have been coming up, I'm sure you've been busy shopping and spreading Christmas and holiday joy. Have you had a chance to watch anything?
Not a whole lot. I've been pretty much watching. We just got Sling TV, and with it we get like a few select channels. And I've been watching Ancient Aliens, like a whole lot, because I don't really watch a whole lot of TV. But Ancient Aliens is one of those that I can really just zone out to. Giorgio Tsakos is my current man crush right now.
Is that the guy with the crazy hair?
Oh my gosh, so crazy. And coincidentally, I had to go into work today, and I found a 2.5-hour podcast with Giorgio Tsakos and Joe Rogan. And it was awesome. It just made my morning that much better. So, but besides that, not a whole lot. But that is what I have honestly been watching, as much as I can. How about yourself?
Not a whole lot, honestly. We my bride-to-be and I watched, trying to watch a couple holiday movies here and there while we do stuff around the house. I showed her last night White Christmas, classic 1954, I think, movie starring Bing Crosby and Rosemary Clooney, who is the aunt of George Clooney, who we'll be talking about later on today. Yeah. But classic movie.
Yeah, The Graveyard Queen was actually watching that just a night or two ago.
It's a good Christmas movie with good music. I don't know how much my bride-to-be liked it, but
that's the one on the train, right?
What's that?
That's the one on the train.
It starts out on a train, and they end up in this lodge in Vermont.
Yeah.
And they're trying to put on a show for their old army general who feels that he's been forgotten by the world at large. Yeah, I like the film. I think tomorrow we'll be watching Love Actually, which is a film I kind of go back and forth on, but I kind of was oddly in the mood to watch it. And
wait, is Love Actually the one where there's all these interconnecting stories?
Yes.
And there's that one with the cheating husband that doesn't get resolved? Severus Snape.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I guess it could be argued if it gets resolved or not, because at the very end of the movie they're all in the airport. They have this sort of we're together but we're not happy that we're together sort of look. But when I watch
that is not resolved, and because Lisa watches that quite a bit, and that is the thing that really tips me over the edge with it is that storyline that it's not resolved. Because I don't believe that we're still together, but we're not happy is the resolution.
I haven't seen it in a couple of years. Not since I did my 25 Days of Christmas.
Yeah,
I'm going to watch for that a little bit more tomorrow to see if I could pick up on any sense of resolution there. But
because I just feel like that is one of the most depressing things. But it does have Liam Neeson in it, right?
Yeah, he's
okay. So that adds to it.
He's the stepfather of this kid whose mother just died, so his wife, and he's a little too into his 8-year-old stepson trying to get a girl.
Yeah,
he's just it's. He's just a little too into it, which I know he's trying to bond with his kid since the one woman that in their life that they both loved is now gone. But whatever.
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
It's a fun movie overall. I like
yeah. The
Hugh
entire
Grant
movie is very good, except for the Severus Snape storyline.
because
That's his name, right?
well, that's his Harry Potter name, but
Okay, okay, yeah,
uh, Alan Rickman,
yeah.
Rickman,
Snape.
Snape. Everyone knows him as Snape.
Yeah.
Uh,
What's his relation to Harry Potter?
he was one of their teachers,
It,
and Snape had the hots for Harry Potter's mom.
right, so it's not Harry Potter's mom, just he wanted to be Harry Potter's mom or dad.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, he wanted to be Harry Potter's dad. So he and no dice. So he got all in league with Voldemort, and he's like, "Oh man, Voldemort's cray cray. I'm going to betray
Yeah.
him."
Oh yeah.
So, and then he kills Dumbledore
Yeah.
on Dumbledore's order because I think Dumbledore is dying.
The
Man,
old man.
yeah, I
Yeah.
remember too much of these movies, and only like half of them are good. So
Yeah, it's been in the news because apparently they cast like a black Harry Potter for I think it was a Hollywood play or something like that.
really, I haven't heard
Uh,
that. I'm like, oh my god, who
yeah.
cares?
Skip.
Oh, I mean, who cares if Harry Potter's black?
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
But
it's 2015, almost 2016. Get
yeah,
over it.
yeah, exactly. And I don't know. They're so used to Daniel Radcliffe. People probably just want to see Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah, dude. I
But
want to see more of Daniel Radcliffe.
well, there was a play where he got naked.
Oh
So
yeah, he showed some D.
yeah, he showed Harry Potter showed his little wand. I can't remember. I don't remember the name of the play.
Yeah, yeah. I heard. I've listened to a few podcasts with him, and he talks about it a little bit.
But anyway, way off topic here. So that's that. And my bride likes to watch a lot of Shark Tank, which is a show that frustrates me to no end, but I can't stop watching at the same time.
It's where they build fish tanks for rich people, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Okay.
No, do you not know what Shark Tank is?
Um, I don't
It's
think we get the channel, and I don't think
okay.
I've ever watched it.
It's a show where people come up with like businesses or inventions, and they have there's like five.
Oh, it not doesn't actually have to do with like fish tanks.
No, no, not at all. It has five people who rich people who are the people who want to invest their money, and the
Hmm.
person who has the business tries to convince them to invest their money.
Hmm.
And it's interesting, but like the investors, the thing that irritates me about the show, and I know it has to be like this, but the investors are just they're just a holes.
Yeah.
Like sometimes the people deserve it, but other times it's like no reason for them to be so much of an a hole. What are you gonna do? Anyway, so that's what my life has been consisting of.
Yeah. Cool. So a very Murray Christmas,
Yes.
starring Bill Murray. The plot line of this is that it is a Christmas special.
Hmm.
Pretty much Bill Murray is supposed to be putting on this TV special. There's quite a few celebrity cameos.
Hmm.
The first being the Office girl. What's her name?
Oh,
I mean
Amy
the
Poehler.
Parks and Rec.
Parks
Yeah,
and Rec.
Amy
Yeah,
Poehler.
yeah.
And so,
Well, I guess you can call Paul Schaefer, who's the
oh
piano
yes,
player.
yes,
He might
the
be the
piano
first, but
player.
he's
Yeah,
he's throughout the whole. Like a lot of characters come in and out.
right. But they're trying to put on this production, and of course, all these things go wrong. There's a winter storm. Bill Murray isn't really feeling very Christmassy, and through a very turn of events, it turns out wonderfully.
Yes. Well, his night turns out wonderful. The show actually is canceled because the
Yeah,
weather
yeah,
shuts it all down. But
right. But full of songs. Pretty much 90% of it is singing.
yes, it's very
Actually.
much like in the 70s and 80s. This type of special was really, really common
Hmm.
on TV. They'd have like some loose plot where a character would meet these other characters, and there'd be songs and celebrity cameos, typically by celebrities that no one really cares about, but were popular at one point in time. And they were the thing, something that people could put on during the holidays, have on in the background, maybe see like, oh, that guy, and that's essentially what this Christmas special is.
Hmm.
Um,
So the singing really caught me off guard because I didn't really know what to expect. Pretty much all I knew about this was that it was Christmas thing starring Bill Murray with a cameo by Miley Cyrus. It's pretty much all I knew. Like didn't even expect it to be any singing, and so when it starts off singing, I was like, "Is this really what this entire thing is?" And yeah, that's is
that's entirely what it is.
right. What were your first impressions?
Um, okay, I went into this with a different mindset
Hmm.
in that I kind of knew it was going to be in the vein of those old style Christmas shows, but somehow I got into my head, and I don't know how I got it into my head, that it was going to be not only one of those shows, but kind of like parodying one of those shows, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. Kind of like very self aware of what it is, that sort of thing. Because Bill Murray kind of has that sort of mentality, that sort of humor.
Hmm.
And no, it's played, it's a comedy, it's comedic, but it's played mostly straight. And exactly like one of those shows. And I'm watching
Well, I'm
with,
not even sure if I would say it's a comedy.
well, it has comedic elements in it. I mean, I
Yeah.
wouldn't call it a drama
Right.
necessarily, but uh,
A musical.
yeah, it's would melodrama be a right term? I don't know,
Yeah.
but it was very. It's exactly what it was. Like there was no twist or turn on it, and about midway through, I'm watching it, and I'm like, this is not that good. This is I was expecting something a little bit different.
Right. Because when I think of Bill Murray, I think of Royal Tenenbaums. I think of
Hmm.
Ghostbusters, Lost in Translation, Groundhog's Day. Not singing.
Yeah. Well, I don't mind him singing because he on Saturday Night Live he did that.
Okay.
But that being said, I think you could have taken any other actor and put him in Bill Murray's role. Like if Bill Murray said no, I don't want to do this, and you got I don't know Jack Black, the thing would have been exactly the same.
Well, I don't know about Jack Black.
Well,
Maybe,
I was
maybe
just
like
picking
Hugh
the first
Jackman.
Hugh Jackman. Okay, I was just picking the first
Because
celebrity I could think of. Like I think Bill Murray's role was very interchangeable with anyone else.
well, no, because I feel like I guess I don't really know what's a good singer or not, but I feel like you should have somebody who sings quite often,
Mm.
such as Hugh Jackman.
I
Um,
think Jack Black was in a band,
well, yeah.
Tenacious D. That was like I think that was like a legit band before it became like a skit and subsequently a movie.
Oh
But
yeah, yeah. I mean, I listen to Tenacious D all the time. I wouldn't.
I
I
see
would.
what you're saying.
Right.
But
Um,
um,
yeah. Side note: I listen to Tenacious D all the time, and I think Tenacious D and The Pick of Destiny is honestly the funniest movie I have ever seen.
really, wow, I've never
Yeah.
seen it. Based on your recommendation, I'm going to check it out.
Oh my.
Is it
Um,
on Netflix at all?
I don't know. I just remember like the first three times I watched it, I was like on the floor laughing.
But getting back to A Very Merry Christmas, it's interesting that you mentioned that Lost in Translation because this movie was directed by Sofia Coppola, who also directed Lost in Translation
Hmm.
and wrote Lost in Translation. So there was a reunion of sorts with Bill Murray and Sofia Coppola with this special here.
Mm.
Again, another reason why I was expecting the thing to go in a different direction than it actually did.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it is what it is. Um, what did you think of the various celebrity cameos?
Um, I knew the piano guy at first, but I wasn't sure what his real like. I knew that he was doing a cameo and he was a
Mm.
celebrity, but I couldn't really pinpoint it.
David
Um,
Letterman. He was the
Oh,
band leader for David Letterman.
yeah, I could see that. Yeah, okay. The first one that really caught my eye was Jenny Lewis. The Graveyard Queen absolutely loves Jenny Lewis, and she, like right away she picked her out. Um,
You know,
were you familiar with her?
no, I had no idea who Jenny Lewis was when she became the waitress, and they were like, she was singing like a duet with Bill Murray. I'm like, all right, she's somebody, some
Right.
singer. I don't know who, but
Yeah.
so
So
she.
that was awesome. That she was in there. Because anything that gets her going makes me happy. Um, and then we were talking about George Clooney at first, I was very excited because I was like, "You're not going to talk about George Clooney without showing him."
Uh huh.
And I thought he did fantastic. When because he really only had a small role, that weird singing role in the end.
Yeah. What was the line he kept saying? Something
I
about
I don't know.
Santa's. Uh,
It was weird, bizarre.
yeah, like Santa needs something. I don't know. I can't remember what it is.
Yeah.
But like he was like ducking
Um,
behind the tree.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
thought Clooney was going to be in it more, honestly. The way they kind of like, because all the promotional stuff had Clooney in it, and
yeah.
that dream sequence at the end, which turned out to be just like a really small sequence that comes out of nowhere.
Hmm.
But
But the celebrity cameos, I thought really held the movie up, because I'm not a musical kind of guy. I think the only musical that I've like legitimately enjoyed was one by The Dead Inside with Sarah Lassez or whatever. Um,
I've never heard of that movie. I have no idea who that person is.
it's directed by Travis Betts, also the director of Low, one of my other top 10 favorite horror movies. And so he did this musical, and I believe it was his first one. And it was, it's like a guy directs one of your favorite horror movies, and then he directs a musical of similar caliber. It ranked pretty comparably. So that's pretty much the only musical that I've really enjoyed. But the celebrity cameos really helped carry me through
Hmm.
to the next song.
Well, yeah, these types of specials like thrive on the celebrity cameos because let's face it, there's not really much of a story going on here. It's just stuff happening, and
Right.
they want to see the celebrities. Like, oh, look, it's Maya Rudolph, and she's doing something silly. Oh, it's great, Maya Rudolph.
Yeah.
And then you move on to the next one. Like, oh, Amy Poehler. And then you're like, oh, Michael Sarah. Why is
Yeah, Michael Cera. I wanted to see more of him.
you know, yeah, two things about Michael Sarah. We've been watching. My bride and I have been watching Arrested Development, and she had never seen the show, so we've been kind of going through my DVDs for the first time for her, and so I've been so used to seeing Michael Cera as like a teenager,
Yeah.
and to see him, I don't know, in his early to mid 20s or however old he is right now,
Hmm.
is weird because he looks different as he should, but looks the same. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's like when you don't like when you see someone regularly and they grow older, it's a natural, not a natural, but uh, yeah, a natural progression. But when you don't see
Right.
someone and then it's like, whoa, you're older. What happened?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah,
Um,
like Leonardo DiCaprio, you could really see how he's like really progressed through his movies and
hmm
aged, which is like really cool to see.
hmm
But yeah, Michael Cera is just weird to start off with.
Yeah, he's not growing up handsome.
Right.
He still's very weird.
Yeah.
And when he was playing like this guy, like this tough guy in this thing, it was weird because I couldn't take him seriously, and
Right.
I don't know
It's
if we were
just Michael
supposed.
Cera being weird.
Yeah, like, are we supposed to take him seriously? Is he supposed to be a joke? I don't know. Is he playing himself? I was unclear on that.
Right.
Um, so yeah, there's that.
I would have liked to see more cameos.
Yeah,
Because a lot of them I knew it was somebody, but I didn't really recognize it. Like the band in the
yeah.
bar scene. I had to look that up, and even when I found out that it was Phoenix,
hmm
it still didn't register to me who it actually was. So maybe I'm just getting older and I don't know all of the pop artists, but
Yeah. I want to say Phoenix. I thought I read this. Somehow has a connection to Sofia Coppola.
okay.
I don't know how,
I
but
figure they're just they have some popular songs out or
yeah.
something
I
like
thought
that.
for those of you listening who are saying no, they have no connection. You're an idiot. I might be. I thought I read that somewhere. So if I'm wrong, just feel free to leave a note or an email and correct me, and we'll address that. We'll address that at a later show. But yeah, they were kind of like I didn't know it. Have you ever heard a Phoenix song before?
No,
Yeah,
no, and I don't
neither
really
have
have
I.
any desire to either.
No.
What did you think of the cameos? Did you recognize most of them?
Yeah, I reckon. Well, Chris Rock, I recognized.
Oh yeah, he was so good. I loved
Yeah,
him.
it's like I don't know you, Bill. He was
Yeah,
good.
and actually their interaction was like I have felt that quite a few times.
Yeah,
Like where because I can honestly see it. Like two people just kind of know each other, and then one person kind of takes it a little bit too far and keeps on going, and
yeah.
you just want to say like we're just acquaintances, okay?
Our friendship is not here at this level.
Right.
It's kind of like you and me. I don't know you, but you keep like bugging me to do podcasts, and like, dude, who are you? Stop. Yeah, Chris Rock was. I liked him. I recognized Maya Rudolph
Mhm.
as the lounge singer. Jason Schwartzman
Oh
showed
yeah,
up.
I wanted to see him more.
Yeah, he and Rashida Jones, who from The Office and also from Parks and Rec.
Yep,
So
yep.
there's there's some things going on there. A lot of SNL type people. I guess Rashida Jones isn't SNL, but Amy Poehler is. But and Maya Rudolph was. So, but
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know. It's just
And then the ending sequence with George Clooney and Miley Cyrus.
that was just kind of weird.
Yeah.
Um, my bride to be, which I need to give her a nickname, like you give
The Graveyard
the
Queen.
graveyard king. I got to work on one for her. Anyway, we're watching it, and it's very weird in the sense that it just gets full blown. Here's musical numbers, and we couldn't help but notice the number of times that Bill Murray had to pick Miley Cyrus up, and we're like, we know it's all choreographed, but it's kind of creepy because she's like 23 and Bill Murray is not that, and
Yeah.
that's how he's 65, and
Really? 65?
yeah, he's 65, believe it or not, and so it was just kind of like I get it. Miley Cyrus looked good in that uh, Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus sort of dress that she was wearing,
Hmm.
but it's just creepy. It's like after every song he had to pick her up,
Yeah.
and it's like I wonder if there's some trailer action going on behind the
Yeah.
scenes, but
Yeah, I don't really coming back to the singing that I can't really appreciate because I don't ever watch musicals.
mhm.
When she was singing, it was just like, okay, let's just move on to the next scene because the songs they were good Christmas songs, which I'm not sure if I really recognized them immediately, and I guess it was nice to hear some, 'cause,
Variety.
right, because they were some lesser known Christmas songs, right?
Well, I think some of them were, your standard songs, but yeah, they did a couple of like the one that Bill Murray and George Clooney was singing, which I
Yeah,
can't remember what it is right now. I need to look that up. But where George Clooney was creeping behind a Christmas tree.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't
yeah,
know that song.
yeah. Because I hate the damn repetitiveness with Christmas songs. It's just bring some new ones out. But yeah, I like George Clooney in that role. I would have liked to see him more, obviously, because I guess I have more of an affinity for him other than his singing capabilities.
Hmm.
And I really have no affinity for Miley Cyrus or.
Yeah, she's. Yeah, I don't know.
Um, did you enjoy the movie or the Netflix special?
No,
Do you enjoy it?
no. I think we were just kind of like we regret watching this, but we're 35 minutes in. Let's
Yeah.
just finish this off.
Okay. Good.
Santa Claus wants some lovin'. That's the song. Santa Claus
Okay.
wants some lovin'. That
Yeah,
was
that
it.
was it.
That was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't recommend this. I really don't. it's not bad, like by
You just
any.
need to know what you're coming into.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. If
not a
you're,
Wes Anderson film.
mhm.
It's not a comedy.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
Christmas special reminiscing from the 80s and 90s.
yeah, and like I don't get the purpose of it. Like there's a reason those things went out of style, and I don't know if Bill Murray's just taking a piss at everyone's expense, like a
Yeah.
prank. Like, haha, they'll think it's one thing, but jokes on them, it's going to be another.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know, and I'm so perplexed because one of the reasons I was excited about seeing it was I read a couple early reviews which gave it high marks, and so I'm like, all right, let's go watch this.
Yeah.
And we should have known we were in trouble because when we pulled it up on Netflix, it shows like this how many stars it gotten, and it gotten only 2 stars out of 5.
Hmm.
And we saw it, we're like, what? And we're like, nah, people just don't get Bill Murray's humor. It's going to be great. And I'm like, no, it's not
Yeah.
great at all. What about you? Would you recommend this to other people?
I don't know because Christmas movies just aren't my thing. Yeah, it was just we weren't expecting, you know, it was 50 minutes, right?
Something
50
like
minutes.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was under an hour.
50 minutes of singing. And it kind of just I finished it and I was like I kind of just want to watch the Royal Tenenbaums
You
or
know,
the
I,
Life Aquatic or something like that.
oddly enough, when I was watching, particularly the scenes that took place in his like hotel room or apartment or whatever that was,
Yeah.
it reminded me in some ways of Scrooged. And I don't know
Yeah.
if it was just Bill Murray in a Christmas setting that made me think that, but it kind of made me want to watch Scrooge after that.
Yeah. So yeah, no recommendations,
No,
but
thumbs down.
I guess if you like Christmas musicals, sure, give it a shot, but
Yeah,
you don't have the Gorehounds recommendation.
this is something you'll watch once and you'll never think about it again
Yeah,
ever.
exactly.
It's not even like, here's the thing. There are some things that it's so bad it's great. This is like it's not even that. It's not even like awesomely bad. It's boring. It's just boring. Some of the
Yeah,
music,
yeah. There's a reason that you don't see these
yeah,
because it's just like people don't watch musicals like apparently they used to.
yeah. Do yourself a favor, or I don't know. I'm going to send you down the rabbit hole here. If you have some time, Google the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Yeah.
Are you aware of this?
Yeah. Have you ever seen it?
I've not sat through the entire thing, but I've seen enough.
Is it like on YouTube or something?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
YouTube, probably Google videos. Yeah, it's really easy to watch it.
Oh no, I want to watch it.
Oh my god,
You want to give me a brief review?
it's
Synopsis?
exactly a special like this.
Does Yoda sing?
It was before Yoda came out. This was like a cash-in TV special the year after Star Wars came out.
Okay.
I think made in 78 or 79 or something. Um, everyone looks different. Like Luke has a whole new hairstyle, and
But it is Mark Hamill.
it has the whole cast.
Okay.
Mark Hamill, Chewbacca, a lot of Chewbacca. Like the first 20 minutes of the movie takes place on the Wookiee planet,
Yeah.
and they're just speaking Wookiee. No subtitles at all. And you're like, what is this? What am I watching? What is going on here? And they're trying to get Chewbacca home for Life Day, which is, I guess, the Wookiee equivalent of Christmas.
That's what we celebrate.
Life Day.
Yeah.
And in between all this going on, you run into all these like celebrities who kids of the time or today aren't going to give two craps about, because kids love Star Wars. Star Wars is going to be on TV. They're going to watch it. Kids don't care about B. Arthur as a bar owner. They're not going to care about that. It's, oh my gosh, it's awful. They have these weird bits in there. It's not even, it's bizarre. Let me just tell you this. George Lucas, the guy who would put Star Wars on anything to make more money because he can, refuses to acknowledge that this thing exists. He refuses to put that on DVD. Even though he could probably make a profit off of people buying it, ironically, he doesn't acknowledge this thing exists. That's how bad it is, that Lucas refuses to do anything with it. So, yeah.
Yeah, dude, they could probably make a whole bunch of money off of that.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if it falls on to Disney's ownership.
Yeah.
Because if it does, then Disney might sell it off or something. I don't know. But
yeah, because at this point, I've heard so much about it, and I really know nothing about it, that I would probably rent the DVD or or buy the movie just to see what it's all about. Because Star Wars is Star Wars, and it's going to be fantastic. Because I've never,
this.
right? Because anything, I mean, I guess the prequels are
like
up for debate.
Oscar-worthy masterpieces compared to this POS.
Okay. Yeah, because Star Wars in general is pretty solid. So I would expect something of this, and yeah, I would pay for it.
Well, fortunately you can't, and you can watch it on YouTube or whatever. And
yeah, maybe I might do that tonight at the close of this podcast.
It's not good. Oh my God, it's dreadful.
That's all right. They tried.
I don't think they did. I don't think they did. They don't. Anyway, enough about the Star Wars holiday special. Back to A Very Merry Christmas. So, thumbs down for both of us on this one. It's sad that we have to have a Christmas episode on something so dire.
Yeah, but hey, now you know.
Yes, now you know. I don't know. I don't have anything else to talk about this.
No, I think we've gotten it all out.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for listening. This is probably going to be our last, given our release schedule, probably our last episode for 2015. We've done 12 of these so far when we started back in October. We've had, I don't know, I'd like to thank for those of you who have been downloading. I don't know, we probably have on average about 10 downloads per episode or so. So that's for two, as I was talking to the Gorehound before we began this recording, for a nobodies like us to have at least 10 people listen to us on a regular basis, and that number increasing as time goes on, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I'm proud.
Yeah, we don't do this for the fame or the glory. It would be nice, but that's not what we do. We do it for fun. Yeah. So for
some media, some cultural release of our minds.
Yes, exactly. So we appreciate those who actually bother to listen to us, and we wish you and everyone who does listen to this a happy New Year and happy whatever holiday you celebrate this time of year.
Including Festivus.
Festivus for the rest of us. So thank you. We'll be back in 2016 with some awesome new episodes, of which we haven't even thought about yet, but they will be awesome, and it'll be great times. So, do you have any closing thoughts on anything before we get out of here?
Enjoy the holidays and have a Merry Christmas.
And Happy Hanukkah and everything else. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
All right. Thanks.
You've been listening to the all-new CultureCast, where every episode is all new. Check out our blog, Zach and Nick's CultureCast, at znculturecast.wordpress.com, and find us on social media. Send us an email at nick.culturecast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear your feedback, comments, and requests. The all-new CultureCast, a saltwater production, copyright 2015. I sent out the save the date cards for our.
Oh yeah, that looks awesome. That's an awesome photo. You guys just looks like spot on.
Oh, thank you.
And the fact that it was a magnet, I was like super cool.
We
use my own magnet.
We got lucky with that. We pull up the website and we saw they were having a 60% off sale.
Yeah.
And we're like, what? The only downside is because the intervals that you can get them in, we had to order 2 sets. So now we have like 40 extra magnets we don't know what to do with.
Just fill up the fridge.
Yeah, right. So we
Never forget this date.